Good afternoon. My name is Tariq Mughal. I'm a professor of medicine in hematology and oncology working in Boston at Tufts University and in London. My research interest has been myeloid malignancies for quite some time, in particular the chronic myeloid malignancies, both chronic myeloid leukemia and also the Philadelphia negative myeloproliferative neoplasm, in particular the more advanced form, which is known as myelofibrosis. It's a pleasure to be here in Rome, being one of the faculty for the third annual SOHO meeting. And for this, I'm most grateful for Giovanni Martinelli's kind invitation, and of course, Claudio as well. Giovanni has worked tirelessly to put the SOHO Italy on the global hematology oncology map. And the idea was conceived, of course, by the core SOHO faculty, which is largely from MD Anderson, but also draws from other European countries. This meeting, as some of you may have witnessed, has unfolded over the last 3 days, and we've talked about a lot of the advances in diverse hematological malignancies. And my task here is to focus on the Philadelphia negative myeloproliferative neoplasm and present some of the new insights from the biology of the disease and also how they're translating to the therapy of patients diagnosed with this condition. We have been extremely fortunate in the myeloproliferative world because we selected to study a disease, chronic myeloid leukemia, in the 1980s. And then, of course, this disease was one of the first diseases to be successfully treated by what we call targeted therapy in the current precision medicine era. The drug imatinib, of course, was approved in 2001, and it literally revolutionized the treatment of this disease, and it made a previously fatal disease into a chronic and manageable disease where many patients are able to enjoy a survival which is close to that of the normal people. The other myeloproliferative neoplasms remained a challenge until about 12, 13 years ago when a drug called ruxolitinib, which is the first in class a JAK inhibitor, entered the clinics, and it's helped patients with the myelofibrosis, as I said earlier, an advanced form of MPN, or myeloproliferative neoplasm. And the treatment doesn't alter the natural history of the disease, but it provides a remarkable degree of benefit in terms of symptom control and reduction of the very large spleen, which is often found in patients with this disease. And somewhat unexpectedly, the treatment also had a benefit on the overall survival of the patient, and many of them live longer compared to those who do not get the therapy. But in view of the fact that the natural history is not impacted very much, there's been a lot of search trying to develop new therapies which target the biological insights which we have obtained. And I myself have been involved in a number of these studies, and in my presentation I will summarize these things. So collectively, I think it will be fair to say that we are heading in the right direction, and of course we're dreaming to be able to accord a treatment for the Philadelphia negative MPNs, which resembles that of chronic myeloid leukemia. And we are able to provide this therapy not only in the wealthy countries, but also in the poor countries. And in this regard, I would like to mention that I do spend a fair amount of my time working with Alpine Oncology Foundation, a foundation which I created in the memory of my late mother. And my late friend, mentor, guru, John Goldman, who's generally considered to be the father of chronic myeloid leukemia, helped me in these efforts until he passed away in Christmas Eve 2013. So we are working in Tanzania in particular Others, in particular Beppe Salio, who is also here, has been very instrumental in helping me. And of course, Giovanni is also helping me. Thank you very much.